to one of the better ones.
8 seconds. Dirk against Randall.
Let's get out of here.
Dirk with the shot. And with 2.1, that's how far we are from getting out of here.
Ever wondered what really makes a player stand out? Is it their talent, their dedication, or the way they shift the game? Well, for Dirk Nowitzki, it's all of that, and even more. He is more than just another NBA star. He is a pioneer, an artist, and a global renowned figure. Being 7 feet tall, Dirk dominated the court, but he didn't stop there. His distinctive one-legged fadeaway helped him carve a place for himself in the league. So, from a young boy in Würzburg, Germany, to a finals MVP who helped his team win their first title, Dirk's career is one of determination and brilliance. But how did he actually conquer the NBA and inspire generations? Let's break it down. Born in Würzburg, Germany on June 19, 1978, Dirk Warner Nowitzki grew up in a sports-oriented family. His father, Jörg Werner, played handball, while his mother, Helga Nowitzki, played basketball professionally. Dirk initially headed toward tennis, but his towering height eventually led him to basketball. So by the age of 13, Dirk had shifted his focus completely to the game that defined his professional career. When he was 15 years old, Dirk met Holger Geschwinder, a former German national team player who ended up being his lifelong mentor. Holger's unusual training approach placed a strong emphasis on foundational skills, including footwork, mental preparation, and shooting mechanics. Additionally, he pushed Dirk to acquire a variety of skills, such as the lethal jump shot that eventually became his signature move. After a year, the coach was so impressed with Nowitzki's progress that he advised him, "You must now decide whether you want to play against the best in the world or just stay a local hero in Germany. If you choose the latter, we will stop training immediately, because nobody can prevent that anymore. But if you want to play against the best, we have to train on a daily basis." After pondering this lifetime decision for 2 days, Nowitzki agreed to enter the full-time training schedule, choosing the path to his eventual international career. Finally, under Holger's supervision, Dirk joined the German professional second division team DJK Würzburg, where his abilities quickly became obvious. But Dirk's major accomplishment occurred in 1998 when he led a group of foreign players to victory against a group of American high school athletes in a San Antonio, Texas exhibition match. NBA scouts were impressed by his performance, and later that year, Dirk submitted his application for the NBA draft. After being chosen 9th overall by the Milwaukee Bucks, Dirk was moved to the Dallas Mavericks right away, starting his 21st season career with the team. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said many thought Nowitzki would be another BWS, Big White Stiff, when he struggled early in his career. By his 3rd season, Dirk had become the Mavericks' scoring focal point, and this transformative phase laid the groundwork for the legacy he later carved on the court. As Dirk's game evolved, so did his skills. Among them, one move stood out: the one-legged fadeaway. Dirk Nowitzki's one-legged kick fadeaway is the skyhook of the modern era, an unguardable shot from an all-time great that can't ever be duplicated because of its uniqueness of the creator. Developed through years of practice under the guidance of Holger, the move became Dirk's signature tool. He used his height, quickness, and incredible shooting touch to create a move that was almost impossible to defend. At 7 feet, Nowitzki has a stake at the claim of being the greatest shooting big man to ever play the game. But it wasn't his height alone that made his shot virtually unstoppable. Nowitzki's rather unorthodox release from well above his head, his initial ability to create space while fading, and the captivatingly high arc on his shot gave defenders no chance to make an impact. So as Dirk refined his fadeaway against the league's toughest defenders, he became famous. Coaches desperately sought to stop him, while players used every possible strategy to block his shot, but to no result. As Kobe Bryant once remarked, Dirk's fadeaway is one of the toughest shots in basketball to defend. When he's in rhythm, all you can do is hope he misses, and Kevin Durant echoed this sentiment, calling it a cheat code for scoring. Also, Dirk once mentioned, "I always felt comfortable shooting on one leg since I was 15, 16 years old. I just kind of made it up on the fly, honestly. In a game, I shot it once, it felt good, and it didn't take a lot of energy out of me. And then I shot it a little more and made it part of my repertoire." So, with his signature fadeaway now an unbreakable force, Dirk entered the 2011 NBA playoffs as a man on a mission. Despite suffering a midseason injury during the regular season, Dirk Nowitzki continued to show off his skills, averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Although he missed 9 games due to the injury, he still earned his 10th All-Star selection, a testament to his consistency and worth to the team. Ultimately, Dirk led the Mavericks into the playoffs with the goal of going far. In the first round, Dallas Mavericks triumphed over the Portland Trail Blazers before facing the Los Angeles Lakers. The basketball world was shocked by Dirk and the Mavericks' dominating performance in the series, which ended in a 4-0 whitewash. And after making it to the conference finals, Dallas took on the Oklahoma City Thunder, who were headed by promising players like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. With an incredible dedication, Dirk scored 48 points and established an NBA record by making 24 consecutive free throws in one game. Later in the fourth quarter of Game 4, the Mavericks were down 15 points, but Dirk revived his team with 40 points. Finally, the Mavericks won the Western Conference title after completing the series in 5 games. After that, the 2011 NBA Finals arrived, with Dallas playing the Miami Heat, who have been strengthened by their newly formed Big Three team of Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. Dirk had a setback in Game 1 in Miami after injuring a tendon in his left middle finger. Determined not to let the injury stop his mission, he continued to lead his team. In Game 2, he carried out an impressive comeback, securing the victory with a dramatic left-handed layup over Chris Bosh to level the series. In Game 3, Miami got on track after Dirk missed a game-tying shot, grabbing a 2-1 series lead. But Game 4 ended up being a turning point in Dirk's career. Battling a fever of 100 degrees Fahrenheit, he displayed his resilience by hitting the game-winning basket to tie the series at 2-2, drawing comparisons to Michael Jordan's legendary flu game in the 1997 NBA Finals. Hence, with momentum on their side, the Mavericks won the next 2 games, securing the championship in Game 6 in Miami. Dirk scored 10 crucial fourth-quarter points in the series-clinching game, securing the first title in franchise history. As an outcome of his amazing performance, he was chosen as the NBA Finals Most Valuable Player, which secured his place among the greatest players of all time. And here's the cherry on top. Dirk earned praises from fellow players as well. Dirk is the James said, one of my favorites of all time, both on and off the court. He just seems so damn cool. I never got the opportunity to be around him, but he just seems like one of the greatest guys ever. Shortly after, Jefferson, who was a teammate of Nowitzki, shared his thoughts. I played with Dirk for a year, and when I tell you who you imagine him to be, he's that guy, Jefferson said with a laugh. He's competitive as limited as with his athleticism, finds it funny, and loves 90s old-school hip-hop. Moreover, the 2011 championship was not just a personal triumph. It established Dirk Nowitzki's position as a global game-changer. His illustrious career paved the way for a generation of international players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic, who view Nowitzki as a trailblazer. Clearly, the influence Dirk Nowitzki had on basketball extended far beyond his own accomplishments. He was considered by many to be one of the most influential players in NBA history, especially in terms of how the league viewed and regarded foreign talent. When Dirk was selected in the 1998 NBA draft, there was still a lot of prejudice regarding European players. Many questioned their capacity to deal with the league's intensity. However, Nowitzki's success on the court shattered these stereotypes and demonstrated that international talent could be foundational to an NBA team. He embraced American culture while staying true to his European roots, serving as an inspiration for future international stars. Likewise, he made contributions outside the court as well. He served as the game's cultural ambassador, increasing interest in the NBA worldwide, especially in Europe. His commitment to the Dallas Mavericks, spending his entire 21-season career with one franchise, is a rarity in modern sports, and has made him an icon both in the United States and worldwide. As Mavericks owner Mark Cuban once remarked, Dirk didn't just change the Mavericks, he changed basketball. Thus, when Dirk Nowitzki retired in 2019, he left behind a legacy that continues to echo in the NBA and beyond. In addition to being one of the greatest scorers in NBA history with over 31,000 points, he has earned 14 All-Star appearances and 1 Final MVP awards. Yet, Dirk's legacy is not just about numbers. It's about the way he played the game and the impact he had on those who watched and played alongside him. In Dallas, the monument outside the American Airlines Center is one of the most iconic reminders of Dirk's legacy. With Dirk in his trademark one-legged fadeaway position, the statue acts as an everlasting symbol of his contributions to both the franchise and the game of basketball. It also represents the move that turned him into a legend and encouraged a great number of young players to follow his footsteps. Today, Dirk is passionately involved in the basketball community. Young players, especially the current star Luka Doncic, get guidance from him. Luka has frequently discussed how Dirk has influenced both his life and his game, referring to him as a big brother. Hence, whether through his signature fadeaway, his championship run, or his mentorship of the next generation, Dirk's legacy is forever imprinted into the fabric of the NBA. So what are your thoughts about Dirk Nowitzki and his journey? Share with us in the comments section below. Also, if you like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.
Well, the Mavericks fighting back. Nowitzki hooks it up, puts it in. 2-point game with 2:43 remaining.